Hello, my name is Nicolas Polimanakos. I'm part of the conference team for ISAR 2022, which is August 25th to the 29th in Westminster, Colorado, which is just outside Denver. And today I am with Demetra George. Hello, Demetra.
Hi, Nicholas.
Demetra, you're speaking twice during the conference. We have a lecture that's on Sunday, and I'll let people know here. Sunday, August 28th, it's Hellenistic Aspects Primer, but you have an amazing post-conference workshop that's happening on Monday, August 29th. It's called Rulers of the Nativity. Can you let people know a little bit about your workshop on Monday?
Right. This is the first time I'm actually giving this set of teachings ever. And it's due to the completion of Ancient Astrology, Volume 2, where I go into them in detail at the very end of the book. And in many ways, this is the culmination or the cream of all of the material on planetary condition and all of the material on houses. And it's building up to identifying these final planets that have a global role in the life as a whole. So on an ordinary level, a planet is bringing forth its own agenda. It's in a house and it has to use those topics and it rules other topics and so on. But in addition to that, there are certain planets in the chart, not every one of them, but certain ones that differ from chart to chart, that are responsible for managing the bigger themes of life. Mm-hmm. And three of them are for what they call holding up the foundation. And to what extent do people have a life that's marked by a certain sense of ease or well-being, of good health, of prosperity, that supports the soul work that wants to happen. And so it's figuring out, first of all, which of those planets are doing that responsibility in addition to whatever they're doing in the house that they're in. And then finally, we have two planets, the Master and the Lord of the Nativity, that are signifying the very life force itself and the life force that animates the character. And then the planet that's responsible for guiding the soul toward self-perfection, self-realization, and ultimately transcendence. And these are processes that take into account a number of different factors. There are only certain planets in each chart that are even candidates. So it's figuring out who's even like running in the prime, running. And then which planet is best situated to carry out this role of guiding the soul toward its realization and destiny. And it's not at all obvious from an initial examination of the chart which one it's going to be. And so this was a question that had fascinated the ancient astrologers. Everyone was in there giving their own methods and techniques for doing it, and their own take on the larger implications. But I'm trying to, and while I've addressed the whole thing in my book, for our workshop, I'm trying to distill it down to these 5 planets that are carrying the weight of your life. And the analysis of like, well, based on how they're situated, what are their challenges and how great a job are they actually doing with this responsibility for bringing your life to its destiny. So this is basically the shape of the workshop.
Oh, that's great. You mentioned the word transcendence.
Yes.
And we're talking about the ancients, and it's never stopped, has it? Because here we are now in the history of our planet. And I think that's the ultimate, or one of the ultimate things as a human being that we get to or want, is that movement and that transcendence. We try to do it many different ways. I also want to say for the people listening and watching here that I've participated and seen and been parts of your workshop, and I'm always so happy to go in because I know your slides are amazing. In the past, you've had certain handouts that have blown my mind. And for those who don't know, with Demetra, there's Demetra, you have a way with other things when you're transmitting your information in your workshops, little tidbits might not even be in a book, whatever, that I've always have found just so precious. And so I'm really excited for this workshop. And I just want to let people know who've never heard you talk or been in a workshop, like how you present and how you stand. So
Yes.
yeah, and for anybody who's interested in going to the conference and to Demetra's post-conference workshop on the Monday, you can go to the website at isar2022.org. All the information is there: how to get a hotel room, how to register, the speaker lineups, from advertising to vendors. We are on IG, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find us there. Anything else you want to know, you can come to the website, isar2022.org. Demetra, I can't wait to see you face to face in person at the conference.
Likewise, Nicholas. I'm so happy to see all of our friends again in real time at ISAR. Many of them, we've known each other for many, many years, so it'll be a joyous celebration. And as I, begin to wind down my own career in life and astrology, this is sort of the penultimate teaching that I want to be presenting at ISAR. So I hope that you all will be inspired to come.
I'm inspired, Demetra. Brilliant. Thank you for talking with me today.